I found these adorable bunnies at a dollar store. When I want to fill my booth with some seasonal figurines, I like to look at the dollar store. They often have little resin pieces that have very good quality in the casting and incredible detail, though the paint job may not be everything you would like it to be. So when you're at the dollar store, look at the shape, not the color, because you can always change it to suit the colors that you would choose. I decided to make these little bunnies in the gray tones. I started with a dark charcoal color and I painted it into all the recessed areas, giving it a shadow look. My next step was to take a light gray tone and basically fill in the rest of the paint job. In some areas, I needed to put 2 coats and really scrub it in there to make sure that none of the brown was showing. My next step was to take a pure white and do a dry brushing technique where I put white paint on my brush and then I scrubbed most of it off on a paper towel before I started painting. When dry brushing, you go across the grain of the detail and hit only the high spots with the white paint. And that's what leaves you with the darker colors underneath and the white on top, giving you a highlighted and very, very textured look. These roses and leaves were done on a previous live that I had done on Facebook. And if you want to see how I did that, it is available there on my Earth Haven Studio page. The roses and leaves were made from push molds and paper clay and then glued into place. These little embellishments really add to the piece and yet only take a few minutes to make. The colors I used were a burgundy, a light pink, and a white mixed with the light pink in the same dry brushing method to give the highlighted 3D look. Next step, let's do the eyes. Paint them white, put a circle of whatever iris color you prefer. I chose brown, then a black pupil and a white dot highlight, either at 11 or 1 o'clock. I used the same rosy pink tones for the pads of the feet and the noses. And don't forget to dry brush a little bit of that rosy pink into the ears. I found I had dry brushed a little heavily and lost some of my deep charcoal color. So I blended up a little bit of the charcoal and some black, mixed it with water, and then just floated it back into some of my edges to give me back my shadows, especially where the baby bunny is sitting on the mommy bunny. This deep charcoal color is really a thin wash, and by putting it on, you're not going to be making any harsh lines. It's just a watercolor effect, and it will float back down into the crevices. I'm glad I went back and did this final step. It really added a lot more dimension, and I'm really pleased with the results. Don't forget to paint the bottom. If you like my little dollar store makeover, follow along. I like to do these seasonally. Who knows what I'll do next?